Are you a victim of favoritism? If your parents favored you over your siblings, they may have been hurt by it, perhaps even lashing out at you because of it. Or perhaps you were one of the less favored ones and know that pain personally. Well, hopefully it wasn't compounded by the pain of lashing out at the favored child. Regardless, favoritism in families almost always causes problems. If favoritism toward children is bad, imagine living in a home where there are multiple wives and one is preferred over the other. American law and culture don't allow polygamy yet, though we can expect a major push for it in light of recent court rulings redefining marriage to be, well, just about anything anyone wants to call it. And when it happens, it will invite favoritism with all its problems. Yesterday, we learned about Jacob falling head over heels in love with Rachel. His emotions took over and he willingly agreed to work 7 years as an indentured servant for his uncle Laban for the privilege of becoming Rachel's husband. Then, after his uncle deceived him on his wedding night by giving him Leah, her sister, instead of Rachel as the bride, he agreed to another 7 years of labor. He received his beloved bride a week later, but had to work another 7 years for his uncle. Besides the years of labor, Jacob now had a huge problem. 2 wives, who were also sisters, one of whom was clearly favored over the other. Compounding the natural jealousies and conflicts was this constant reminder that Jacob didn't want Leah. This added a bitterness to the jealousy that was further compounded by the fact Leah gave him 4 sons and Rachel had none. That situation even caused hot conflict between Jacob and his beloved Rachel in Genesis 30, verses 1 and 2. Rachel's solution was to force her maid to have children with Jacob, which led to Leah doing the same thing, Genesis 30, verses 3 through 10. In the end, Jacob had 10 sons and a daughter before God allowed Rachel to have one. That's in Genesis 30, verses 23 and 24. Eventually, she would have one more boy, giving Jacob 12 sons who became the 12 tribes of Israel. But before they became the 12 tribes, they had to wade through the bitter waters of their father's favoritism. Growing up in that toxic mix of anger and jealousy and bitterness had an impact on them as it worked its way into their hearts too. But that's another Morning Minutes in the Bible. For now, keep making Morning Minutes in the Bible your favorite way to start the day. And until next time, this is James McClenny, hoping you have a great day.